You gotta check this cookout today. We're doing stuffed burgers, but we're not doing any old stuffed burgers. We're gonna stuff these with cream cheese, cheddar cheese, and we're gonna kick it up with this barbecue rub from the Flatiron Pepper Company. We're going big with the patties too. We got 2 third-pound patties we're gonna put together to make this burger. And then of course, we're grilling it on charcoal on the SnS kettle with Jealous Devil. You've gotta see this one. Let's come in close and let's see how we do this. First for the cheese mixture. We got about 2 ounces of cream cheese and maybe a 1/4 cup of cheddar cheese. I'm not big on measuring. Just kind of eyeballing it. Here's a close look at this rub. It's the barbecue rub from the Flatiron Pepper Company. This stuff has got amazing flavor, plenty of heat, but the heat's not overpowering on it either. So we'll be generous with this. Gonna put in maybe about a teaspoon worth. There it is, and then we're just going to mix this around. We let this cream cheese sit out and soften a little bit. Didn't take long, it's about 90 out today, so. We'll mix this up and we'll give it a taste test and we'll see how spicy it is. Going for a little taste test, just a little bit. Got some spice, but I think once we add all the meat, it's not going to be quite spicy enough. Let's just a little bit more. Oh, it's so smoky too. Alright, so that's what we're going with right there. Okay, now time for the burgers. Like I said, these are a 1/3 pound each. This is home ground chuck. I'll go for somewhere around 80-20. Could be a little bit fattier than that, maybe 70-30, somewhere in that neighborhood. I grind this in batches and freeze it. I don't see a huge difference in the quality after it freezes. The only thing is sometimes you lose a little bit of that nice fresh pink color, but it still tastes the same. Press these out nice and thin. There's one. Let's do the other one now. Same thing. We're just pushing out with our hand, and then we're going to clean up the edges, kind of like making a pie. Just going to push it around. Some people worry about overworking ground beef. I've never had that problem with fresh ground beef. Maybe with store-bought ground beef, but mine's minimally processed anyways. So I don't mind actually working my patties a little bit. I find it makes them stick together and stay a little bit juicier. But you do what you like. Now we're going to put this filling in. I think we can fit it all, but when you do stuffed burgers, you don't want to overstuff them. But I think this will work out just fine. So we're going to make it into a little ball. You don't want to come all the way to the edge. You got to have enough room for the meat to seal. So I'd say you want to come about 2/3 of the way out at most. Put that right on top. Work it around till it looks nice and even. Alright, now let's get our other patty right on top. Alright, let's work this patty around now. Just going to take your time with your hands and keep crimping it. I guess this would be like making an empanada or something. I only cook meat, so I wouldn't really know. But let's work this around. The other thing you want to do is make sure you're making this ahead of time, because you want to give a chance for the protein in the meat to stick back together, and it'll help keep it from falling apart when you cook it. So we're just going to keep working this into the shape of a burger. Just take your time on this one. This is going to be a meal. This has got to be a pound with the cheese in there. Alright. That's looking good now. We got rid of most of the evidence of the seam around the edges. See a little bit, but I think that's the best we're going to do. Now, let's season this thing. Alright, for seasoning, I'm going with my go-to beef seasoning, Chili Joe from Crave. This is a coffee chili rub. It's not very spicy. It's also a low sodium rub. So we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of extra salt back to this. I'm going with my Redmond's Real Salt. And we'll give it a little bit of salt too on the outside. Don't be scared. It's a big piece of meat, it can take all that salt. Just pat that in, and then we'll flip it over. We'll repeat the process on the other side. Of course, we're going to take this burger, roll it around, get up all the seasoning that fell off, and that's what we'll season the edges with. There it is, all seasoned. In a few hours, we'll fire up the grill, and we'll eat one hell of a dinner tonight. Stay tuned. Okay, we're going to spread these coals around now that they're good and lit. Then we'll shut the charcoal door here and we'll put the burger patties on. We're going to go reverse sear on these burgers tonight. Here's that burger. It's been sitting in the fridge for a few hours. Going to put it right there, indirect, let it go. All right, there's are the ones for the kids there. We just went with salt, and we stuffed those with a slice of American cheese. Get the lid shut, and we'll check back on these in about 10 minutes. Let me know who else turns their bacon with a butter knife. To me, this is the only tool for flipping bacon. All right, let's check on these burgers now. A little bit of color. Get our thermometer. See where we're at. You're going to be tricky because remember the center is full of cheese. Alright, we're still fairly cooked. Alright, around 70 degrees. Check back another 5 to 10 minutes. Going to go ahead and give these burgers a flip with this nice Lamson spatula I got. Link and discount code in the description down below. Made in America. Couple minutes, these are going to be ready for the sear. Not going to be long now. Been running around 300 degrees, not real worried about the temperature though. We know it's going to stay pretty low because we didn't get too much charcoal going. Open it up, get my thermometer, going to check these temperatures again. You cook yours to whatever temperature you want, but I'd recommend starting the sear around 15 to 20 degrees before your desired internal temperature. Tough part on these is the cheese filling in the middle might be throwing off my temperature a little bit, but looks like we still got a little ways to go on these. Smaller ones are getting a little bit closer. I think we're going to move those small ones back because the kids don't want theirs cooked too much either. Just going to put them right back, right on the. Going to put the small ones behind the bigger one here of mine. Move mine ahead. How about that bacon? Almost done. How do you like your bacon cooked? Time for the sear on these burgers. Gotta love the magic of cooking over charcoal. Time to give these burgers a flip. While I show off some slow motion burger flip in action, take a minute, go ahead, hit that like button if you haven't already. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications, and also when this video is over, head over to Instagram and give me a follow at Rusty Barbecue Lamb. Alright, gonna get these little ones off for the kids. Give mine another 30 seconds and then we should be good. Alright, that's done. Let's get it off. This spatula is so big it holds 2 half-pound burgers. Alright, time to build this burger. If you don't know, I avoid carbs. I got a chaffle here. I'll leave something in the description about this, but basically it's an egg and cheese waffle. Pretty good if you're not eating bread. Alright, got that. We're going to go in with some avocado here. Right there on the bottom. Fresh sliced avocado. Can't beat it. Nature's mayo. Next, of course, we got this big burger patty right here. Put that on top. Generous handful of bacon. Who thinks I can eat this? Let's see what happens. Oh man, is that good. There's that melted cheese. Let's go in for another bite. Wow. You gotta try this.